Hello, my name is Dmitry Naskovets. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let me tell you something, and today we're gonna answer one question in this video. What's going on in Ukraine? Thank you very much for tuning in. We're gonna speak with two people, one person in America, one person in European Union, and they're gonna tell us about how people feel over there about the war between Ukraine and Russia. Thank you very much for your attention, and let's go. This is actually day number 70 in the Ukrainian-Russian conflict. I remember in February I was shooting a video where I was saying that Russia never gonna invade Ukraine, this is fake, this is too crazy. But you see, I was wrong. Some YouTubers can be wrong, the main thing to accept it. So what's happening right now in Ukraine? The war still is crazy. I call like 3 people today in Ukraine, my friends and my business partner, and it's still very dangerous. They use heavy rockets against the cities, against the train stations. They're trying to disrupt NATO delivery of weapons. But the good news is that Ukrainian army changes the strategy from being defensive to being offensive. So now they're trying to push out Russian army from different cities. The biggest success is happening in Kharkiv. They moved heavy rocket stations of Russian military away from the city, so now they cannot bomb and destroy the city like they did it in the past. Also, a lot of people are scared that something gonna happen, some nonsense that is devoted to May 9th. May 9th is a big holiday in Russia, and it was always devoted to victory against Nazis in World War II. So there is always a big parade, and people are scared that Putin wants to show something to the people of Russia, that they achieve something, so that they're gonna do something nasty. So that's why Ukrainian military, they can kind of very careful right now. They looking for any airstrikes or something like that. So let's see what happens. Hopefully nothing gonna happen, or maybe something they will try to make happen, but it will be prevented. Also, there is a swap of prisoners going on every day. That's what's happening when there is a war in the stage of when kind of Russia is trying to stay away. They just observing, and Ukraine are doing the same, and they're doing a little bit of offense. But Russian military, they capture volunteers, Ukrainian volunteers, or volunteers from United Kingdom, for example, in the territory where there is no war, and these volunteers are just trying to help people, blind people, sick people, something like that. They capture them, and then they call Ukrainian military and offer them to exchange them for military prisoners from Ukrainian side to Russia. This is crazy, and in addition to that, still there is a lot of people in the world who support Russia, and they think that the West is evil and Russia is, they were forced to do this nonsense. But of course, I personally disagree with that. This is not what was happening. Of course, Zelensky, we haven't heard him talking about any peace talks attempts recently. He's sending his assistants to talk to the assistants of Putin, and we see there is no success. Hopefully this conflict gonna stop soon. And as I ask some military soldiers of Ukraine, what is the goal of military army right now, and they're saying that if politicians is not gonna stop us, we will try to capture the territory of Ukraine by the map of 1991. This is a very interesting statement, and the map of 1991 had Crimea as part of Ukraine, and Donbass and Lugansk as part of Ukraine too. So they try, and still the strategy of Ukrainian military is to get back those territories which are under Russian control right now. This is crazy, but they say if politicians not gonna stop us, we can actually achieve that. Also, let's see what people in America and in Europe are saying, what's going on over there, and how people feel about this Ukrainian-Russian conflict. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for tuning in to our discussion. Can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Hey everyone, my name is Kateryna. I'm from Belarus, but now I live in Latvia. I'm an artist.
Latvia, as I know, Latvia is a part of European Union. It's very interesting to hear your opinion. What is the biggest change in life of European Union citizens in Latvia, for example, before the war in Ukraine and now?
Actually, the biggest change is the prices in the shop.
Prices for the food and stuff like that?
Yeah, prices for the food, prices for the gasoline, yeah.
How big is the difference in the price?
Twice.
It's a little bit, twice.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And also, there is a lot of Ukrainian refugees in your city?
Yes, actually, from the February 24th, in each city in Latvia, especially in capital city in Riga, you can see many of Ukrainian flag together with Latvian flag in each buildings in each city. Actually,
Okay, got it.
if
What else is Latvia doing to help Ukraine?
Latvian government support Ukrainian. They give 500 euros in month for Ukrainian who live in Latvia for 3 months.
Okay.
For 3
So
months.
they not just talk, with the flag, we support Ukraine, they actually help in real life, they give money, so which is a big deal, I think.
Yes, and Latvian government also give Ukrainian place where they can live. For example, now Ukrainian live in hotels and in I know we have a ferry. Like a ferry Riga Stockholm, and this ferry doesn't work. It's stay in river Daugava, and Ukrainian live in cabins.
So they live on the boat.
In big boat, yeah, in ferry. But
Okay.
actually, a couple days ago, one Ukrainian woman, Irina, sent me a message in Instagram. She asked help, that I help her, and of course I called her, and she told me that she from Odessa, her husband in Odessa, she with 2 children live here in hotel in Riga, and administration of hotel told her that after May of 19th she should leave the hotel because tourist season will start. And of course, she very stressful about this situation.
Do you think maybe the war gonna stop until May 19th?
I asked her about this, and her husband told that they wait at the most biggest fight in May 9th.
Because it's a victory day in Russia.
Yeah.
Okay, last question to you. Do you see people in Latvia who support Russia?
Actually, Russian who old Russian, so young.
Older Russian people, so there is Russian nationals living in Latvia, they still support Russia and Putin?
Yeah.
So do you see them doing demonstrations
Not
in the street or?
I not see demonstration when I go by bus or by train. In Latvia we have a lot of Russians, and when I go by train, for example, they sit in train and speak very, very loud, and they discuss the situation, and of course I hear what they say. I hear.
So they probably watch Russian television propaganda.
Yes, of course, and don't watch.
We have people like that in New York too.
I think these people who watch only TV, we have all over the world.
Okay, got it. They're all the same in each different city. Okay, Miss Gaiduka, thank you very much for your time. I hope that's not the first time and the last time you are visiting our YouTube channel to discuss this topic. Hello to Latvia, Riga from New York City.
Bye.
Big cities in Ukraine has subway stations the same like in New York City, and people were using subway to hide during the rocket attack. And subway system actually saved a lot of lives in Ukraine. And as you can see in New York, it's nobody is hiding or nothing like that happening to compare with the subway system in Ukraine. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Can you please introduce yourself for the viewers?
My name is Andre.
Andre, as I understand, you live in New York City. Can you tell us what is the atmosphere in New York? Do people care about war in Ukraine, or the lives go on and nothing changed?
No, people do care a lot. People who understand. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody.
Is it mostly Russian-speaking people or everybody?
Everybody.
Okay, so
can you tell us more? What, like, for example, 6 months ago, where you live, and now? What is the difference?
Well, the difference that Ukraine was put on the map very simple. Like the flags are everywhere, and people know what it is and where it is and what's going on. Some more, some less.
Okay, it looks like you don't want to give a lot of information, so I'm just gonna
No,
ask
I mean, you
you
can ask me
personal
questions.
questions.
You can ask
So
me questions, and I will answer them. I don't know. Like everybody has different idea, opinion, and amount of information that they play.
let's speak about the details. What exactly changes? Like the prices, people less happy, people more politically active.
Well,
What exactly changed?
prices will change, of course. Yes, I never seen diesel fuel at $6 and like 25 cents in my life. You know what I mean? That's like at first I noticed. As far as like politically, yeah. Well, everybody kind of aware what's going on and what the Russian Federation is about, and like what are they doing and what they want and what they don't want. You know what I mean? And a whole propaganda machine, and kind of like what's going on, because everything is in the news. You don't have to. I mean, you have to be constantly like unaware, live somewhere in the forest, not to know and understand the situation.
What is the diesel for you? Your car is on diesel?
No, my car used to be diesel, but now it's not diesel. So, but like I remember paying like about 2,050 cents for diesel, maybe 3, but like 6 I've never seen in my life.
But I think during when the president is Democrat in America, it's always the fuel is more expensive. You don't think so?
There's nothing to do who is the president. Absolutely, who's the president doesn't matter. Price of fuel depends on geopolitical consequences. Who is the president? No one cares.
Okay, got it. Is it true that some people in New York support Russian Federation invasion of Ukraine and support Putin?
I've never met anyone. If those people exist, I don't know where they are.
So you never seen one?
Never seen so far. I hope I'm never gonna see. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said I hope I'm never gonna see one in America. Because
No, I'm gonna tell you a story. There is a Georgian guy. He owns a repair shop in Brooklyn, and South Brooklyn, somewhere in Shipshead
South
Bay.
Brooklyn, okay.
And he draw a picture on the wall of his shop, Putin, and it says Putin who. And somebody came and crossed it at night. And on the camera, they saw a guy, just regular guy in the coat, so maybe they watch Russian television propaganda, and they have this toxic thing in their heads. And that's the evidence that people like that exist even in New York City.
Exist. I believe that they probably exist out there somewhere in South Brooklyn, but I'm not like a big South Brooklyn fan. Therefore, I don't go there. Therefore, I don't talk to those kind of people in Russian or any other language. You know what I mean?
Okay, I heard that for the 9th of May, it's a big holiday in Russia.
Okay.
It will be some kind of Russia is preparing some nonsense in Ukraine. What do you think about that? Do they gonna do something?
I don't know. What are they preparing in Russia for Ukraine on 9th of May?
Some nonsense. Something nasty.
Nasty? What does that mean? Like what? What are they gonna do? I have no clue. Like what? What? I don't have any information. Tell me about it.
Okay. No, I was thinking you watching Sky News. Maybe you heard something from over
Sky,
there.
but I haven't heard anything about 9th of May parade. What are they preparing? I have no clue.
Okay, so if you watch, for example, some independent journalists who are in exile right now from Russia, they say that there is some kind of there is like a hint from Medvedev, from other guys, that they are gonna do something, because during the parade on 9th of May they need to tell to the people of Russia that we won something, like we captured something,
they already won, but that's a bunch of nonsense. They just gaslighting people. That's all. Propaganda machine.
Last question for you. What do you think when the war gonna finish?
When Ukraine will win it, you know what I mean? One way or another. That's how it's gonna finish. Zelensky said we're not gonna settle for a frozen conflict. That's it. That says it all.
And when you said Ukraine needs to win, it means there is no any Russian soldiers on Ukrainian soil. That's the win?
Absolutely, yes.
Not invading Moscow.
No, well, that's kind of like a great idea, but I'm not like a military commander in chief, You know what I mean? I don't make those decisions.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much for the support of Ukraine. That's the first time we talk to you. Maybe we're gonna talk to you again several times because it's interesting to speak to the perspective of
Just
a
contact
New
me.
York City local person. And what do you last thing? What you can say to the American audience, like your ideas and thoughts about this conflict, like some ideas?
Call your local representative, senator or congressman or whatever, and tell them the whole situation to support Ukraine monetarily and with weapons, mostly.
Got it. Okay, hopefully they're gonna do this active step based on your advice.
Yes, absolutely. That's what they have to do. You know, American government
Okay,
is not
so
like.
thank you very much for your time, and we'll be in touch.
Okay, we will.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Please let me know in the comments section what you think about this conflict. The main question, when you think this conflict gonna be finished. Also, if you're first time on my YouTube channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, hit like. If you dislike or hate something, hit dislike. Haters are welcome to the comment section as well. Thank you very much again for your attention, and stay tuned for the next video.